Welcome to Smart Stock Watch. Today, we're diving into the latest financial results of Broadcom Inc., a global technology leader in semiconductor and infrastructure software solutions. Stay tuned as we summarize the report, discuss the highlights of the results, and what it all means for investors like you. Curious to know more details on key takeaways and insights? Watch this video to find out. Executive Summary.
Broadcom Inc. reported strong financial results for the third quarter of fiscal year 2024, with a 47% year-over-year increase in revenue to $13.1 billion. Despite a GAAP net loss of $1.875 billion due to a one-time tax provision, the company achieved a non-GAAP net income of $6.2 billion. The company also provided strong guidance for the fourth quarter, expecting revenue of approximately $14 billion and an adjusted EBITDA margin of 64%.
Financial performance. What was the total revenue for the current quarter, and how does it compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The total revenue for the current quarter was $13,072 million, up from $12,487 million in the previous quarter and $8,876 million in the same period last year.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP earnings per share (EPS), and how do they compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The GAAP diluted loss per share for the current quarter was 40 cents, compared to a GAAP EPS of 44 cents in the previous quarter and 70 cents in the same period last year. The non-GAAP diluted EPS for the current quarter was $1.24, compared to 105 in the same period last year.
Segment performance. How did the major business segments perform in terms of revenue and growth compared to the previous periods?
The Semiconductor Solutions segment generated $7,274 million in revenue, a 5% increase from $6,941 in the same period last year. The Infrastructure Software segment generated $5,798 million in revenue, a significant increase of 200% from $1,035 million in the same period last year.
Operational efficiency. What were the GAAP and non-GAAP gross margins for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
The GAAP gross margin for the current quarter was $8,356 million. The non-GAAP gross margin was $10,113 million. Comparisons to previous periods are not explicitly mentioned in the article.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
The GAAP operating expenses for the current quarter were $4,568 million. The non-GAAP operating expenses were $2,165 million. Comparisons to previous periods are not explicitly mentioned in the article.
Cash flow and financial health. What are the key points of the balance sheets?
Key points of the balance sheet include cash and cash equivalents, $9,952 million, total current assets, $19,947 million, total assets, $167,966 million, total current liabilities, $19,221 million, total liabilities, $102,315 million, total stockholders' equity, $65,651 million.
What are the key points of the cash flow statements?
Key points of the cash flow statements include net cash provided by operating activities, $4,963 million, net cash provided by used in investing activities, $3,245 million, net cash provided by used in financing activities, $8,065 million.
What were the key points regarding cash flow from operating, investing, and financing activities?
Key points regarding cash flow activities include Operating activities. Net cash provided was $4,963 million. Investing activities. Net cash provided was $3,245 million, including proceeds from the sale of a business. Financing activities. Net cash used was $8,065 million, including payments on debt obligations and dividends.
Were there any changes in cash dividends or stock splits announced in the current quarter?
Yes, the company announced a quarterly cash dividend of 53 cents per share and completed a 10-for-1 forward stock split on July 12, 2024.
Strategic initiatives and partnerships. What were the major strategic initiatives, product launches, and partnerships announced in the current quarter?
Major strategic initiatives include the continued integration of VMware, which is driving adjusted EBITDA margin improvements. The company also highlighted the strength in its AI semiconductor solutions, expecting revenue from AI to be $12 billion for fiscal year 2024.
Risk and challenges. What are the key risks and challenges highlighted in the report or discussed by the management?
Key risks and challenges include global economic conditions, government regulations, trade restrictions, the integration of VMware, dependence on distributors and resellers, significant indebtedness, cybersecurity threats, and cyclicality in the semiconductor industry.
Future outlook. What is the company's revenue and gross margin guidance for the next quarter or fiscal year?
The company's revenue guidance for the fourth quarter of fiscal year 2024 is approximately $14 billion, with an adjusted EBITDA margin of approximately 64% of projected revenue.
Overall performance and investment prospects. Based on the financial results and strategic updates, what is the assessment of the company's overall performance?
Based on the financial results and strategic updates, Broadcom Inc. is performing strongly with significant revenue growth, strong guidance for the next quarter, and successful integration of VMware. The company's focus on AI semiconductor solutions and infrastructure software is driving its financial performance and future prospects.
That's all for today's analysis of Broadcom Inc.'s impressive performance and growth prospects. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch for more in-depth financial insights. Let us know in the comments if you think Broadcom is a good buy right now. Boost your trading game with Interactive Brokers, a leading platform known for its advanced tools and low commissions. I've personally benefited from their fast execution and comprehensive market access. Click the referral link in the video description below to sign up and support this channel. Start trading smarter today with IBKR. Thanks for watching, and happy investing.